Hey, what's going on everyone? My name is Terrence here with 1010 Studios, and today we're going to be talking about the TouchMix 30 Pro by QSC, and this is going to be specifically to the setting up of the mixer. So when you first get the mixer, it's very important that you go through all the options, all the settings from a setup standpoint in regards to like the menu options and the configuration of the mixer, in order to make sure it's going to be the most effective for you. So we're going to go through that. Now, the things we're going to be doing here today is going to be basically what we believe is a good way to start. Now, you may make changes on your own based upon your needs, so take it for what it's worth. So we're going to start in the menu section in just a moment, but first I'd like to thank you for taking the time to join us here. This is going to be a very in-depth session and course, and we're going to try to break it down into small pieces or medium-sized pieces to have you to go over it again and again as you need to, compared to just going through a one long video. So we're going to do this in sections, and here we go. We're going to start with the menu here. So when you first get it, we definitely recommend that you go through your mixer setup section. Now in here you're going to see, and starting from top to bottom, I'm going to try not to skip over anything, but you know, if we do, just, you know, of course you can test it out for your own depending upon your needs. So first things first, you'll see the solo in place. If you want to use that, you can if you want to. I don't personally, you know, it's just something that's not needed for me. Now you have the Q pickoff. Now the Q pickoff is going to be important because if you want it post fader or pre-fader or after fader, there's a big difference. Now the PFL means pre-fader level, AFL means after fader level. So depending upon your needs, you want to choose wisely. When it comes to the sample rate, you got 44.1 or 48 kilohertz. The higher the kilohertz, the more sample audio sample rate you're going to get, higher quality. Dynamics processing, either pre-EQ or post-EQ, choose according to your needs. Demo mode you want to turn off, so this way you don't have to worry about any minimizing of your operation of the unit. Now omit levels on paste overview. So that means if you happen to change the actual pasting of certain things, your levels don't change. So if you do a pasting of the levels, that means it may make a dramatic change from high to low or low to high. So just keep that in mind. I have it set on omit. So this way, if you change the actual settings, like say EQ or compression, as you'll get to see later on, the levels won't change for that particular channel. And then prompt to confirm snapshot recall. It's just a little safeguard to make sure you're going to do what you need to do compared to doing it by accident. Now, of course, your brightness is very straightforward. You know, you can raise and lower your brightness, totally up to you based upon your settings and based upon your environment, rather. You can set that to wherever you need to be. I'm gonna leave it as kind of high as I can so I can get the best kind of snapshot for the camera here today for you guys. Now, the save system log to USB, that's just for a backup. Clearing your internal storage, and this is for after you saved a number of different, you know, templates or settings. You can clear it out if you want to. Formatting a USB drive is something that you should do once you start to save your own settings onto the USB thumb drive or drive of any sort. Resetting the mixer back to factory settings. Please do with caution. This way you don't have to redo your custom settings as you get to use the actual mixer. Now this particular software version is 3.0.12462. And if you get it out of the box, it might be a different version. So just definitely upgrade it and update it to the latest version so you can get the most out of the mixer. And that's, you know, your upgrade process. You download the upgrade, you can do it straight from the unit. And then of course you have your end user agreement if you want to read it on here, which don't suggest to do. So we'll just kind of omit that for the moment. Now that's the basics of the mixer setup area.